Okay, so in this video we're going to look at how to set up your product so that affiliates can promote it and earn commissions. Now the reason you'd want to do that is, of course, essentially it makes you more money and makes you more sales. Yes, you do need to give a percentage of your sales away, a percentage of your profit away rather, as commission to the affiliates, but it's still very much worth doing because essentially you'd be getting traffic and sales that you wouldn't otherwise get, and you can leverage the power of an affiliates list to obviously make you more money and increase your list at the same time. So it really is a win-win situation, and it's a very simple process. Now there are a couple of different services out there that will do it for you, but the one we're going to be using is a service called WSO. It's an affiliate platform. I'd say there are other ones, Warrior Plus, DigiResults to name but two, but the one that I prefer to use and the one that I use most is WSO. So if we go to Google and we put in a search for WSO, it should be the first result. And you see here it's the instant commission platform for sellers and affiliates. Now if you don't have a WSO account, then that's no problem at all. You can sign up for that. So if we just go along here, it says if you want to sell your products or promote others, register now. It's free. So if you don't have an account, simply click that link and put in your details and register for your account. Then you'll be asked to put in your PayPal details as well, so that you can obviously get commissions if you're promoting someone else's product, or get the sales for your own products as well. So I am already a member, so I'll just quickly log in. And once you've signed up, the next thing you want to do is you want to log in, and then you want to list your product for sale. And the way you do that is if you click on the sellers tab, okay, and you see your sellers dashboard with products you may have got on, or if you don't have any products, this will be blank. And then what you want to do is click add a product. And this page opens up, and then it's literally just a simple case of filling in the details, and it really is that simple to set your product up so that you can earn commissions and have affiliates promote your product. So things you need to put in, you need to select allow sales, yes, show in the marketplace, yes. It'll automatically have a date and time filled in here, which will probably be the time that it is at the moment, so that's your launch date and time. Then you want to give your product a name, so just whatever the name of your product is, and I like to put in, if it's a WSO, then I put that in the title here. Select your currency, select your product pricing here, and then set your commission. So for example, this is the amount of money you want to pay to your affiliates. I normally set a 50% commission rate. You can set higher if you wish, but 50% is normally the sort of expected. You can put in here an amount if you want to limit the amount of sales that you want to process, but normally, yeah, for information products you just leave that blank. Okay. Then here you put in a support email address, so this is if anyone has any issues, then there's an email address that they can get in contact with you. And then here you can put in a landing page. Now this is if you have a squeeze page set up that you want people to go to. So if you're setting up a sort of launch funnel, and perhaps you had a squeeze page and you set it up a few days before the actual launch, you could have affiliates direct traffic to that squeeze page to opt in. But for most purposes, for the Warrior Forum, we don't need to fill it in. It's the sales page URL, okay, and we want to send all traffic to sales page after launch date and time. Click yes, and you've got two options here: an externally hosted page and a JVZoo instant sales page. Now, because we're setting up a Warrior Forum listing, then it's an externally hosted page. Now, what I normally do is I normally set this up before I've actually set up the forum listing. The reason being is I want everything in place so that as soon as the listing is approved and I've paid for it and it goes live, people can then purchase the product. I've seen in the past some people get caught out by it. They do the forum listing first, pay for it, the listing goes live, and they've not got their sort of buy now button or any of their affiliate stuff set up, so they then have to do that, and there's people sort of making comments saying, you know, when can I buy this? There's not a payment button, that kind of thing. So I like to have this set up first so that as soon as it goes live, then I know everything's ready to go. So what I do in that case is just leave this sales page blank, because I can always just quickly come in and put the URL of the Warrior Forum listing in here as soon as it goes live. The next option is the delivery method. Now again, there's two options. There's a protected download, which is via JVZoo itself, and or a thank you page. So this is whereby if you have your own thank you page that you want to direct people to once they've purchased, then JVZoo will redirect people who've bought from you via them, obviously, to your download page, to your thank you page, where they can then access the product they've just purchased. And again, in one of the next videos, I'll go through how to set that up as well. The other option is a protected download, and this is where you can actually upload your product to JVZoo itself, and JVZoo will then provide a download page for you, and people who purchased the product can then just get directed to that and download the product. The only problem with that is there is a file size limit, and I think it's something like 120 megabytes. I'm not 100% certain, you need to check that. So obviously if your product is bigger than that, then you won't be able to use this method. In fact, actually it's so I'll pop up there. Yeah, I think it's something like 120 or 128 megabytes. So you may have to use your own thank you page, but again, as I say, I'll show you how to do that in a following video. Then you can set your return period, so this is your sort of guarantee period. You can change that to whatever you want, whether it be 30 days, 45 days, 60 days, whatever you want. I always like to select make my product eligible for product of the day. Then we have the affiliate status. You can select to manually approve each person who wants to be an affiliate of your product. You can select to auto approve it, or you can select no affiliates allowed. Now obviously the reason we're setting this up is because we want affiliates to promote their product. So either of the first two options you can choose. Manual approval is preferred by JVZoo. This method just means that you will need to, as the name suggests, manually approve each affiliate to be able to promote your product. Normally I, for the sake of ease, select auto approve, but again it's a personal preference. You can put in affiliate terms here and any special notes to affiliates if you want to give them swipe copies or emails or anything like that. You can do, but again it's not 100% necessary. And then the next thing you want to put in is a description for the marketplace here, and once you've done that, then you come down to these different categories here. So you need to select a category for your product, and there's quite a lot to choose from, so it shouldn't be a problem to pick the right category. And then you can select an additional 2 categories as well, and then you just fill in your keywords here, up to 5. And then your last options here are you can make it a dime sale if you want. So this is whereby you can set a starting price, and you can set the amount that the price increases per however many sales. For example, if you wanted to go up 10 cents after 10 sales, then you can do that, and it's entirely up to yourself how you do that. The other option you've got here is you can integrate it with an autoresponder. So again, in terms of building your list, This is a good one to choose, and they support GetResponse, Aweber, and eCommerce. It's not one I'm actually familiar with. I normally either use GetResponse or Aweber, and all you need to do is put in your list email and the form ID for Aweber, or for GetResponse you can put in your API key and the list name / campaign name there. The other option you've got at the bottom here, which you may or may not use, is an external program integration. So for example, down here there is the option to integrate with S2 Member. So if you want to set up a membership site or set up a protected members area, then you can do that using the S2 Member plugin for WordPress, and fill in the details here as well. But again, this is an option I don't tend to use that often. So once you've filled in all the details, I say it's very straightforward and everything is explained. What you would then do is you would click Save Product, and obviously I've got no data in here, so it's telling me to fix the errors. But once you've clicked on Save Product, it'll then give you the option to get a payment button. And what I'll do is I will go to my seller's dashboard, and I'll just go to one of my other products. Here we go. So for example, I've filled this one in. I set this one up as a dime sale, and I say once you've clicked Save Product, you then get met with these options where you can then get your buy buttons. So you click that. This is where you get your buy buttons from. Okay, so there's lots of different options to choose from, different styles. So pick whichever one you prefer, and what you'll actually need is this one here, the BB code, and all you do is just copy that and paste it into the forum listing, and your payment button will be there. You won't be able to accept affiliates if you don't have this payment button on the listing, and JVZoo verifies that. It's an automatic thing, so it's not anything you need to worry about. As soon as you've got it on the forum listing and the forum listing goes live, then you'll be able to accept affiliates. And that is essentially it. It really is very straightforward, and it really is a very easy process. And once you've done all that, let's say all the sales are then handled by JVZoo. The only thing you need to monitor really is your affiliate sign-up. So if someone wants to promote, you need to then manually approve them, or if they're automatically approved, just check your check the affiliate status, and you'll be able to track how many visitors are coming from your affiliates and what their conversion rates are like, and that type of thing as well. So it's a very powerful platform, but it is very easy to use, and it is one of my sort of favourite tools essentially. And I say it's a great way of getting additional sales that you wouldn't otherwise get. Okay, so that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next.